everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge.
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most...
Thank you, David. We got a battle at center tonight. What will you be watching there?
Yeah, I think these are two franchises, Kevin, that obviously pride themselves on what they do on the defensive end. It all starts there. Their philosophy is championships begin there. And if you're talking about defense, no better position to start from than the center spot. Two great rim protectors that we're going to watch tonight.
Make a difference. They certainly do. So the New York starting five. Ewing is out there with Oakley. Then there's Starks. Then it's Johnson. And it's Houston at the shooting guard position. Here's Ewing. It's tipped. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And there's the pass to Miller. Stolen by Ewing. Johnson outside. Starks kicks to Oakley. New York moving the ball around. Mullen up top. He's guarded by Johnson. The offensive rebound. Full 24-second shot clock. Inside, Smits, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know, the basket is good, but it's all about the assist there. That pass led him to just the right spot on the floor.
Over to the wing, out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Oh, that's one of those mistakes where you really feel embarrassed afterward, just not aware of his position on the court.
Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Boy, you can look back over some of the legends who suited up in a New York Knickerbockers uniform. Walt Frazier, Patrick Ewing, Willis Reed, names that will certainly live on in the proud history of this organization.
Shots good by Oakley.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changes out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Jackson against Starks. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Jackson. And the Knicks, regular playoff contenders from the late 60s through the turn of the century. But just 4 playoff appearances, Doris, in the last 15 years. How did they get to being back as a playoff regular?
Well, Kevin, you know, with the new luxury tax and league-wise exposure, big markets don't have the same advantage they once did. In the media capital of New York, it's hard to go young and build from the ground up, but it's getting harder to create a winner any other way.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
If you're the coach, you hope it's a wake-up call. Get them to tighten things up on the inside and start protecting the rim with a little bit more authority. But you really have to be feeling it to go with the teardrop. That is not as easy as that looked.
Here's Houston. Right side Oakley. Starks outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Indiana leading. Jackson kicks to Mullen. Pass to Smits to the inside. And stolen by Oakley. Outside for Starks. Johnson dishes to Starks. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Johnson, the pass to Ewing. Releases. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
One shot. What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. New York shooting their first free throw of the game. And the free throw, no good.
And the Pacers really, for so long, kind of defined that old school, plotting, defensive-oriented team. And then they just flipped the script last season. I mean, completely reinventing themselves, playing much of that season with 4 perimeter players on the court and finding ways to be successful at doing it.
Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Pope. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He is all effort all the time. It pays off for him there with the second chance points.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The screen from Ewing. Here's Houston. Not enough enough on that one as it misses.
Regardless of that miss right there, that's a shot you want him taking. He practices that all the time, makes a ton of them.
Here's Davis. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
You know, this lead built partially.
Wow. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Jefferson is now well known for his footwork, but he says he was a willing student when he first broke into the league. He said, when I got to Boston, I stole Paul Pierce's ball fake. In Minnesota, Tom Gugliotta used to kick my butt every day in practice with his turnaround jumper, so I stole that. Everyone I go against likes something they do, I steal it, put it in my own form. Evan?
Imitation, the highest form of flattery. Thanks, D.A. Here's Rose. Good work there as it goes. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. Of course, you spent a lot of time covering basketball in the Big East back at Providence. You were all Big East as well. Who are some of your favorite NBA players to come out of that terrific conference?
Well, the 2 guys that come to mind are Chris Mullin and Patrick Ewing. Now, I was a Georgetown Hoya fan because I love John Thompson. He's a Providence College grad. And I told Chris Mullin that he was absolutely horrified. He said, DB, how could you be a fan of the Georgetown Hoyas and all that Hoya paranoia? I said, Chris, I loved your sweet stroke, but the Hoyas were my team.
Such a physical conference, too. And I think they brought a whole new texture to the game of college basketball.
Oh, there's no question. To me, that's when I became a fan of college basketball. I chose Providence College because I was a Big East fan.
Kidding.
Oh, no question about it.
I think about Dave Gavitt, too. The late, great Dave Gavitt. I know you knew him, respect him. His legacy lives on.
You know what, Kevin? The thing about Dave Gavitt is he's one of the rarest type of individuals. Those with vision.
Well said. Here's Best. And the 3 off target. The Knicks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Ewing inside. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Patrick Ewing really making a difference here.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew.
Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there. He cannot continue to cut inside so freely. I want us to gap him off the ball and keep him out of the middle. No easy buckets now, all right? We got this.
Most iconic logos, not only in the NBA, but in all of sports.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Jackson. Mullen kicks to Jackson. Davis sets a screen. Miller with a wide open look. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the New York Knicks franchise, one of the founding franchises of the NBA back in 1946.
Well, and how about this, Kevin? The name Knickerbocker traces back even further to the Dutch settlers who came over in the 1600s. It referred to their knee-length style of pants, but came to represent New Yorkers in time.
Got that one up quick. Miller's got 6.
Now, I'm not sure how much more we can say about this guy's offensive game. He's so gifted. Plays like that are just simply routine at this point.
From deep 3-point range, here's Davis, and Ewing with the block. Here's Johnson. No good there. So Indiana will take it the other way. Outside Jackson. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. .32 seconds left in the first half. Yes, that goes in. Knicks trail by 4. Ward, guarded by Jackson. Ewing, and Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And here's Jackson. Davis sets a screen. Miller, that's for 2. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pacers out in front. They're up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Al. What has the strategy been defensively, and what needs to happen in the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Not
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Patrick Ewing in this game so far, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Well, the defense dared him to shoot, and once he gained a little bit of confidence, he just kept going.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Johnson is out there with Cummings. Then there's Ewing, and it's Houston at the shooting guard. Here's Johnson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Doris, I know you shot a lot of free throws in your day, got to the line often. What goes into the mentality, an aggressive style, or even art form of getting to the line?
You know, I like the way that last part of that question was phrased, the art form, because that's exactly what it is. You know, one, as a guard, you can't have any fear in attacking the rim with bigger bodies around you. You can't be afraid of contact. And, in fact, there is an art form to sort of leaning in without committing an offensive foul. So there's a real touch and flair and confidence it takes to be a guard who gets to the free throw line consistently.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now a 4-point Pacer lead. And stolen by Miller. The layup off target.
All the credit goes to the defense, preventing a terrific finisher like that from throwing it down.
Here's Starks. And the Knicks miss again. Pacers leading by 4. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. On the wing, Mullen. This is it to Smits. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Patrick Ewing. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
Among the league's big men, he stands out for his free throw shooting. He's always steady there.
Starks the pass to Houston. He kicks it to Ewing. Double team on Ewing. And the pass to Houston. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 6. Starks the pass to Houston. Starks outside. Over to the wing. Johnson with a screen on Rose. Here's Oakley. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He hits the 2nd from the line. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Outside Rose. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Owens. Feeds to Davis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Davis has got his 2nd bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Screen by Oakley. Starts the pass to Houston. Can't cash in from the left block.
And they continue to control the glass.
To the paint. Smith's good. 6 points for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Starks dishes to Oakley. Houston, he's covered by Rose. Kicks it to Starks. Shot clock at 5. Looking for Ewing, he gets it there. And Davis sends it back. Fast break, here comes Indiana. Here's Best. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Knicks trail by 9. Houston, the pass to Starks. 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Ewing. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 6 points. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Pacers lead by 6. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Here's Jackson. Davis is out there with Davis. Then it's Miller. And there's Jackson. And it's Mullen in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Starks outside. Ewing inside. He's guarded by Davis. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Starks has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Miller. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That free throw good from Miller. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's just got terrific touch at the line. We've seen that over and over again.
Screen by Oakley. Starts the pass to Houston. To the inside. Oakley. Hook shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pacers leading by 3. Jackson kicks to Mullen. Back to Jackson. Right side, Mullen. It's hauled in by Ewing.
He just needs to take his time there. He had all the space in the world to shoot.
To the middle. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
You know he's always looking to attack. And late in the close ball game, when he catches the defense napping, he's going straight to the rack.
And pushing it up. Here's New York. Starks dishes to Johnson. Passes it to Houston. Starks outside. There's the pass to Houston. 5 on the clock. To take the lead. Here's Ewing. Outside for Starks. Back to Ewing. Ball's knocked loose.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
I'll tell you what, though, he'll take that every time. That's a great work. I'll tell you, the solid low-post passing made all the difference on that last possession.
Here's Houston, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Davis, it comes, and the foul. It's on Patrick Ewing.
You know, a nice flow to that play. Led him right into the attempt with the sharp pass. It has to be crisp, and it has to be on time.
Houston, covered by Miller. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Starts the pass to Ewing. Johnson kicks to Ewing. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Davis.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Starks, dishes to Ewing. Back to Starks. There's the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Jackson has the open look. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Pacers lead by 7.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Time certainly not on their side, but stranger things have happened.
Here's Starks. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Smith's good.
You know, very effective possession. You won't miss too many shots from that close range.
And here are the Knicks now. Pass to Starks. Lets the 3 fly. Miller grabs the miss. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And they double up Jackson. Mullen kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Davis. 11 feet away. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
And because of the ways he's distributed the ball, it's left no doubt as to who they're going to run their offense through every time down.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Al, you guys pounded them inside. How do you think your team played tonight?
We made some mistakes. You know, they made us pay. But
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kev. Let's take a look now at our Jordan player. I'll tell you what, his season high in points powered everything they did. Clearly, he was the catalyst tonight as they come away with the well-deserved W.
He loves playing in front of his home crowd. He looked like he was having a blast out there, and he gave him a lot to cheer about. Whether he was scoring or doing something else, he was involved in so many big plays.
Well, he's the most assertive guy on the basketball court tonight, Ernie, and at both ends of the court, not just on the offensive end, but on the defense as well. And it wasn't just in spurts. His energy was...
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight.